like I don't talk to people all day, I talk to babies.
That's okay.
Okay, we're ready. Hi everyone, I'm Heather and welcome to A Pen and a Plan. I'm so excited you're here today with me. Today we're going to do things a little differently. I've received a lot of questions from people throughout the year. What they need to get started, how do they do what I do, how do they enjoy a planner? Well, what do you want in a planner? What do you need in a planner? Because my planner needs are probably different than your planner needs. All of you are interested in my planning and that's why I'm here. But I also want to share that love of my planning with you so that way you can discover that love for yourself. So I just wanted to give you a quick update before I get started answering your planner questions. I did have my baby a couple weeks ago, so I'm not pregnant anymore, and I'm feeling awesome and lots of energy and super stoked for 2019 to have some fun with my baby and his brother and my husband and make some new family memories. Let's go ahead and go over what you want in a planner. What kind of planner do you think you are to get your own planner set up for the new year? So let's go over what I have. So I brought a few of my own planner stash to the table, and before I go over all of them, I just wanted to quickly throw out there that these aren't sponsored product reviews at all. They're just what I love. I have seen other options, and they're all super awesome. So it's just a matter of finding what works for you and what your needs are. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have in my little stash here, I have four different kinds of planners. So I have Happy Planner, Recollections Planner, a Dollar Tree Planner, and Passion Planner. So I wanted to go ahead and go over each one and throw out some questions that could help you brainstorm, and so that way you can take some notes on your paper with your pen and figure out what kind of planner you are. One of the big questions that I feel like you want to start with is why, which I know is a loaded question, but why do you want to use a planner? For me, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I also have personal goals. So I want to have a planner that I can use for my family and tracking all of our memories and appointments and activities, but I also want a planner that I can use for me to go after my goals and to go after keeping track of what I want in my life and how to improve myself. But there's a lot of other whys out there. There's maybe you're a student going to school and you need to keep track of all your classes and assignments. Maybe you're a career goal getter, which I think is awesome. Maybe you're also a stay-at-home mom and you want to track your kids and your family's activities, and maybe you need to track some medical things for your family. Maybe you want a meal plan, and maybe just in general you want a planner because you think it's cool and you want to just have one because that's a solid why too. Sometimes it just starts with the basics. So feel free to leave a comment and let me know what your why is, because I want to encourage you to go after your why and support each other. Once you kind of know what your why is, it's what I think is good to look at next is what you want in a planner. There's two main ways planners are used, but again the options are completely endless. So the two main ways that people use a planner is for memory keeping, so kind of like a scrapbook back in the olden days, but in a planner format, so you still have all your appointments and things like that, but you can focus more on the memory keeping and the decorating and things like that. Or there's the functional side of it, where there's the to-do list, the goals, the meal planning, the list galore. Okay, so I want to memory keep, or I want to be functional, but what do I want to actually be able to look back on and track in my planner? And again, I'll mention those ideas because some people need to track their medical history and needs. Some people need to track their to-do lists daily and monthly and everything like that. Some people need to track meal planning. Some people just want to track the memories of what did you do all year. Because sometimes you sit down at the end of the year and think back on your year and what did you do with your time. Sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error, so don't be afraid to get a planner on a whim and try it out. Give it that time and that trial and error. I'd say give a planner a good month or two before you decide if it really is working, because I know for me, I've done that myself and realized, okay, so I like this in this planner and this is working for me, but I actually need it to go a step further, or I need it to go a step back to completely fulfill what I need. So for me, I really like what's considered a standard classic size, but I like the medium size planners, so it's just like a book. So that's what the Passion Planner Pro is this medium size, and I really like it because it's not too big and it's not too small. So it's easy to carry around, but it's also easy to just leave at home if you would rather just leave it on your desk and check in with it every day. Because that's another aspect of a planner too, is some people want to carry it around and have it with them all the time, just as much as their cell phone. Or some people just want to have a check-in place to have all their notes and everything on their desk. There's the medium size, which I have 4 different versions of the medium size. So I have the Passion Planner, a Recollections Planner, a Happy Planner, and a Dollar Tree Planner. And see, they're all the same size, and they would fit good in a backpack or a larger purse, or just thrown in your car. Whatever you want to do. So I'll go over the insides a little bit too, so that way you can kind of see. But then there's 2 other sizes as well. So one of the other sizes is the mini, and you guys have seen me use my mini off and on here on my channel. Because I like my mini, I like to carry it around with me to doctor appointments, to outings, to the grocery store, to things like that. And so to me, this is easier to carry around with me, and I usually keep the medium size here at home and check in more with my medium size. And then the other size, which I don't have an actual book of, but I have an expansion pack of it, is called, this is the Happy Planner version, and this is also the same size as my classic Passion Planner for this past year, 2018. Just standard 8.5 by 11, and so the Happy Planner, it's called Big, and some people prefer that because they can have full sheets of paper and there's lots of room. So there's a few different standard sizes for planners. There's other different brands out there, but they all either come in big, medium, or small. So play a little bit of Goldilocks and figure out which one is just right for you. Don't be afraid to try some trial and error. So as for the insides, there's a lot of different layouts. So I'm just gonna briefly go over that for you, because maybe you need a more open and flexible planner, and maybe you need a more structured planner. So all of these have different options. I'm just going to stick to the basics right now, because I have a lot of other planners to go over, but I do have a more detailed pros and cons Passion Planner video that I'll link in the description below and at the end of this video, so that way you can go and look at it. But for the quick basics, when you open the Passion Planner, it does lie flat no matter where you're at in the year. So like this is the middle of June and it's lying flat, which is super nice. It does come with a ribbon, and it has lots of list making space. It comes with quotes, and then one of the basic planner things it has is an hourly timeline. And this particular planner is broken down by the half hour and just really goal focused, which I really like. I really like the layout, and I love the flexibility of how to set up your week. If you need it just simple like this and just mark your appointments and your to-do list, go for it. If you want to full on decorate like I do, go for it, because the options are endless and it's awesome. So the Passion Planner has a weekly layout as well. It comes in Sunday or Monday start. This is the weekly layout, and then there's also the monthly layouts as well. And so I really like that this is simple, and like I said, I'll keep it basic because I do have a video with a lot more details. And if you have any questions about any of these planners that I'm showing you, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll answer them. And so this is what I really like about the Passion Planner. This Recollections planner is really fun too. It's spiral bound, so unlike the Passion Planner, you can open half of your week and just have half of it open like a notebook. So this has note paper in it as well. Whereas the Passion Planner stays open for your whole week. And so this Recollections planner is an undated, which is nice. So this one is dated and this one is undated, and so maybe you need that little bit of wiggle room to maybe just try it out for a week, and if you don't like it but you want to go back to it a couple months later, try it again. The months are tabbed and they have cute little dividers, but it's just simple as well, so you can totally make it your own, and that's really nice. It has just that endless possibility, but it's also just very simple, so that way you can still have your to-do lists and appointments and things like that. And so that's what this one is like, and they have different covers and things like that. So I've used this one only for a few months, and decided that I really like it for when I need to be more focused on some goals and really attacking them. And so because there's still months left in it, I am saving it to accomplish other goals that I have. So even though I finished it, used it June of this year, I can start it next year. I could start it next year in March and not feel bad about wasting any pages, which is nice. And I can use all pen, or I can throw in some stickers or whatever, and again keep it basic or decorative or things like that. And so that's really nice. And then this one is a basic Dollar Store planner. It's literally just the month layout. And I got this one before I had my mini because I was looking for a catch-all that I could easily carry around, and so this is super thin because it's just the monthly pages, and it was super cheap, so I didn't feel bad about trial and error being it, trying it out. But I like that it just gave me a month at a glance, and I could plan ahead as far as I needed to with just the simple appointment reminders. And then I realized I needed just a little bit more, which is why I ended up with my mini, because this ended up being tricky for me to remember to carry around. I needed something a little bit more fun, but I like that this is just the simple basics, and you can do whatever you need with it. It's got, you know, some basic address and note information and things like that. The other thing to look at a planner too, so just these three alone, so this one is a year planner, so it's 12 months. This one's undated, so you can make it as long and as wiggle you need. You can stop and go or complete it. And this one is a student planner, and student planners usually are 18 months. And so this one started in July, and went all the, or no, sorry, this one started, when did it start? Yes, this one started in July and ends in June. So this is also a 12-month planner, but because it's a student planner, it starts in the summers, so that way it covers the school year. And then there's another style of planner too. So this one is an 18-month planner. So it starts in July and ends in December. So depending on how long you want to use a particular planner, that's something to also keep an eye out for. So then I have my happy planners, and I have 3 different medium-sized ones. Happy Planner calls them classic size. And then I have 2 different minis. So we'll go over the minis really quick just because there's 2 of them. I have this one, which is just in my stash right now. I'm not doing anything particular with, but I wanted to show it to you because these minis have 2 different layouts inside. So they both have the discs, and I really like that because you can fold the planners in half really easily, and it's a good size to travel around. And the happy planners also have these dashboards to just kind of do a month in review, which is really helpful when you're setting future dates up and things like that. And the happy planners come with a monthly layout in all of their sizes, as well as the weekly breakdown, and that's where the layouts are different. And so you want to think about, again, what your why is and what your what is in a planner, to figure out kind of what kind of planner you need to go out and give a try. So this mini is a horizontal layout. So every day is just some horizontal space on the page, and then there's some extra note space and things like that. Whereas this mini, let me find a basic page here. So we'll go clear out here in April. So this mini, my current mini, is a dashboard layout, and this is new. So they have a note page and a weekly view all on one page. Instead of putting the week over 2 pages, the week is just on 1 page. And I really like that for my catch-all mini, because I can look at the week and figure out what's going on, or I can have my note pages for just general reminders for the week. So that's what the difference is between these layouts, and there's definitely pros and cons for both of them. Okay, we have a little helper to finish out going over what these planners do. Yeah, you tell them. So this one, you've got like fuzz on your cheek, that's okay. So this one they call the student planner, but I've also seen, because it's called a student planner, so that way there's the breakdown for your classwork and assignments easier, and appointments. But there's also, I've also seen people use it for like family breakdown, where they assign each box to a member of their family instead of student. And I know for me, I've been brainstorming how I want to use this layout because I really like how it's broken down, and I've actually been debating on maybe using it for my fitness planner next year, and health and wellness in general, to put that together. So that's what this layout looks like. And no, he's good. Oh, good, huh? You just want the pens. Yeah, we're not writing in them right now. We're just looking at them. Yeah. This one, I've personalized myself, so it was an undated expansion pack. So this is actually my budget planner, and I'll just show a month that I haven't written anything on. So I went ahead and dated it accordingly, and then it doesn't have weekly breakdowns, it just has the expenses and things like that. So it has all of the space to write down what you need, and so this is specifically my budget planner, just to focus on our family expenses and goals in that regard. And I don't need the weekly breakdown there because I have the monthly view. Yeah, we're not going to show them that page. But that one has writing on it. And then this one is the last of my planner collection, as of right now, that I'm going to use as my main to-do planner for next year. So stay tuned to see how I set that up. But this one also has the monthly breakdown and tabbed months. I probably shouldn't eat that. And then the monthly layout again, and this is what the weekly breakdown looks like. So this is what they call a vertical layout, so it's completely open. So kind of like the Passion Planner where each day is a vertical, but there's no hourly timeline, so it's completely flexible. And one thing that I like about the Happy Planner that the Passion Planner doesn't quite have is the flexibility to add or remove pages to this. So that's why I'm going to use it mainly for my to-dos, because I can add little notes here and there and make that happen. Whereas in the Passion Planner, it's a book, and which I like because then it's all together and things are safe and sound. But this has a lot more wiggle room to put things together. And what do you like about it? Hopefully this helps give you an idea of what you want. Hey buddy, what's up? So hopefully this helps give you an idea of what you want in your planner and how to help accomplish your whys and your whats and become an awesome planner. And again, don't be afraid to trial and error, because some of these that's exactly what I did for them. It's okay for it not to be perfect, and just figure out what works for you. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have about any of my planners. Thanks for being here.